A powerful tool for influencing women is becoming a good seducer. Simply adhere to these guidelines. Be externally focused is the first rule. A great seducer stands out by being outwardly focused, which is actually quite simple. A great seducer turns off their inner voice and becomes outwardly focused when meeting someone new or going on a date, rather than asking questions like, "Does she like me? Am I dressing well? Am I saying stupid things? Or what can I do to impress them?" They listen to their potential partner and delve into their spirit, taking in what they say to get a sense of what they're lacking in life, what they want and need, and what makes them unique. A great seducer can then reflect back to them what they are desiring by giving them gifts and taking them to locations that demonstrate their attentiveness. This is very effective because, in daily life, people are frequently self-absorbed and barely pay attention to us as individuals. We all yearn for the rare and affirming experience of having someone pay attention and express interest in who we are. In addition, having an outer-directed mindset implies that you aren't overly preoccupied with your own wants and needs. You're not attempting to intimidate or overpower the other person. You're instead concentrating on developing a rapport and a connection. You want to get to know the other person better, comprehend them better, and meet their needs. Empathy, emotional intelligence, and social skills are necessary on some level for this. Being a good listener and purchasing pricey presents are not the only requirements. Making the other person feel seen and understood and genuinely caring about them are the goals. You become charismatic, irresistible, and very powerful when you can establish this kind of connection. Without them even being aware of it, you can influence people to act in a certain way. Merely by gaining access to their needs, wants, and aspirations. Be the rake, according to rule number 2. The majority of men are primarily interested in sex but not in women's lives. Women's psychology, thoughts, or what will make them happy are not of interest to them. The rake is so driven to get under a woman's skin that he develops into a master seducer. He is an alluring, perilous, and unpredictable seductive archetype. With a reputation for pursuing and winning over numerous lovers, rake is the consummate seducer. The rake is more focused on the thrill of the chase than on building long-lasting relationships. He is frequently portrayed as an outcast who refuses to follow social mores or conventions. His assurance and self-assurance are contagious, and some people find him irresistible due to his impulsiveness and boldness. One needs to be brave, fearless, and take risks in order to seduce using the rake archetype. The rake uses his charm and charisma to seduce potential lovers. He is not afraid to express his desires. He is an expert at arousing desire and tension, frequently using playful banter, innuendo, and teasing to keep his targets interested. The rake is frequently portrayed as a sexual libertine who isn't afraid to express their desires and take what they want. Being comfortable with your own sexuality can increase your attractiveness to others, even though you don't want to be pushy or disrespectful about it. Risk-taking and a willingness to flout the rules are traits associated with the rake. While you don't want to be careless or dangerous, learning to push yourself out of your comfort zone and try new things can make you more exciting and unpredictable. Develop your own distinct style, sense of humor, and confidence, and practice mingling with a variety of people. It's important to keep in mind that even though the rake is frequently portrayed as a rebel who disobeys social conventions, they are still loyal to their own principles and convictions. If you want to fit the archetype, don't try to be someone you're not. Instead, concentrate on creating your own distinct personality and style. Rule 3. Coquette yourself. The art of postponing pleasure and seduction is perfected by the coquette. To entice the other person to pursue them more vigorously, they tease with the promise of reward but keep it just out of reach. Coquettes are very attractive to women because they appear to be independent and without a care in the world. The more difficult the conquest, the greater its value because women desire things that they cannot fully possess. The coquette's ability to turn away is the secret to her seductive charm. Most people give up too soon out of fear that the woman will lose interest if they don't get what they want. However, once you've appeased someone, you lose initiative and are more likely to lose their interest in the future. Making the other person feel insecure about themselves and then reawakening their hope after they've lost it will enslave them. Vanity is important in love. It's acceptable if the coquette's hot and cold demeanor enrages or frustrates the woman. Actually, it's encouraging because it shows that they are emotionally invested. The narcissist, or someone who is obsessed with themselves, is a powerful force that the coquette should comprehend. It's crucial to comprehend the influence of narcissism and how it can make the other person envious of your self-contained and self-absorbed nature. You can make them pursue you more fervently by reminding them of their early years, when they were blissfully unaware of others. Although there may be some emotional ups and downs along the way, be ready for them. Your contradictory behavior may irritate or even infuriate the other person. But keep in mind that they are likely emotionally invested at this point and are susceptible to being enslaved by your alluring charm, strong preference for female body types, and may find certain physical characteristics attractive, such as certain facial features, breast size, and shape. It is believed that this has something to do with evolution and our innate desire to find fertile partners who can pass on powerful genes. This implies that a woman's physical attributes can be an effective tool for luring and arousing a man from a seduction standpoint. Women are more receptive to emotional and verbal cues than men, so a woman can take advantage of this primal attraction by presenting herself in a way that emphasizes her beauty, sensuality, and sexuality and elicit feelings of desire and longing from the man. In spite of this, words have tremendous power. It can be very seductive to listen to a persuasive speaker who knows how to use language to convey intimacy, understanding, and connection. This is why many of the great seducers throughout history were renowned for their wit, charm, and capacity for expressing themselves with eloquence and flair. Seduction involves inspiring a sense of attraction and desire in another person, whether it be through words or visuals. It calls for a blend of self-assurance, charisma, emotional intelligence, and an awareness of what the other person finds alluring. Seduction is a potent tool because it can make women feel good about themselves and make them interested in or excited about you. As a result, their resistance to your ideas may gradually lessen, enabling you to influence and move them in the direction you want. It's crucial to keep in mind though that you can't always be direct with women. It is not advisable to approach a stranger and request sex because she will likely object, and with good reason. Instead, using subtlety and seduction to get what you want can work. People can be persuaded to act in a certain way without even realizing it if you are more deceptive and skillful in your communication.